Hey folks, I think we are finally ready to go here. Just get the music added in. Hopefully the music's not too loud. If it is, just let me know. I'm gonna play some Gholdengo today. Today I am trying out streaming to both Twitch and YouTube at the same time for the first time, so bear with me if that causes any complications, but I think I set it up correctly, so hopefully it is all good. So if you're watching on YouTube, hello, welcome to my first YouTube stream. I'm gonna edit some of the rarities here. I like playing with my nice arts. But we're gonna play some Gholdengo today, and we have quite a few buffs from the new set. I talked about them a little bit yesterday actually on stream because we played against a Gholdengo player that had some of the new additions here. So we've got Air Balloon, which gives all Pokemon with it attached to retreat less, which gives Gholdengo 0 retreat, allowing us to retreat between our Gholdengos once per turn to get an extra active coin bonus draw. And then Genesect is the second big buff, allowing us to search our deck for 2 evolution, metal type evolution Pokemon, which is massive. Obviously, 1 Nest Ball able to search us 2 Gholdengo EX now, so we don't have to play like Evo TM. The deck is much more built around just getting a bunch of basics down early, so we play 4 Pop and 4 Nest Ball now, and then using the Genesect to search out our Gholdengos. Alright, and then the air balloons. 1, 2, 3. We'll leave the energies. The chat somewhere where I can see a little bit better. Alright, that's better. Alright, well, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started here. The deck's definitely way more consistent now. Its matchups don't change that much. Gardevoir is actually a little bit tougher now, assuming they're playing the Jellicent DX, but the deck is definitely more consistent, more streamlined with the addition of Air Balloon and Gholdengo. They are pretty significant buffs. Tweet out that we are live. I did want to go first, actually. So yeah, I like to go first with this build now. I think it's just a little bit better now that we can play more aggressively. We're not going for the Evo TM play, so we might as well go first. We have a bunch of basic Pokemon search, so as long as we can get some basic Pokemon early on, and then Gholdengo, or Genesect for Gholdengo's turn 2, we can always get a pretty good setup. But going second's fine here. Okay, so we're playing against Miraidon. I saw an Electric. So I kind of want to start the Genesect just to have something active that doesn't get amped very much. I guess I could just get hit by Miraidon anyways. but I would rather them set up a Miraidon EX than an Iron Hands. Okay, my opponent has like nothing. We have a pretty good opening here. We'll just Arven for Poffin and Air Balloon. Use the Metallic Signal. Get Gholdengo. Poffin. Gimme Ghoul, Gimme Ghoul. I'll bench the Scyther, because it should be pretty solid in this matchup. I'm just going to hold the Air Balloon for now. Pass. Just in case my opponent just knocks out the Genesect. I don't want to waste the Air Balloon. I am still having some internet issues. I know we talked about that yesterday. So I'm hotspotting right now to stream, and we'll see how that pans out. See if that works better than my Wi-Fi, because it typically does. Okay, so we'll evolve, Metallic Signal, get the Scizor. Let's just use coin bonus for 1 first here and see what we get. Okay, Nest Ball for another Gimme Ghoul. Let's vault this. Attach Air Balloon. Retreat, and coin bonus for 2. Okay, got lots of energy. Probably still grab the Pro here though. Just 'cause not much reason not to. And then we'll just discard the Lightning. That way we can get back with Mega Rain or with Levincia if we want to. It's the first energy we should discard always, is the Lightnings, since we played the Levincia. I also did want to fix. There we go. My webcam setup a little bit here. Alright, so we got Amped, bring up the Dango. Oh, we didn't even get Amped, just arm pressed our Scizor. That definitely was the incorrect play. They definitely should have just counter-catchered the Gimme Ghoul and taken 2 prize cards. Okay, so this can one-shot a Gholdengo. It's the only thing they have that can one-shot a Gholdengo. So I do want to get rid of it. Let's Metallic Signal for the other Genesect first here. Or Gholdengo, sorry. Evolve. It's coin bonus for 1. Okay. Let's Nest Ball for the Fez. I mean, as long as I take a knockout every turn here, we should just stay ahead. There's like nothing my opponent can really do to prevent that. Okay, with the Air Balloon now, I'll coin bonus first. Because I can go Vessel. So just go for the Arvin. I don't need to. I don't need a Cypher here. I have everything I need. Let's just Energy Search Pro first. Thin the deck out. And then we'll Air Balloon here. Retreat. And use the other coin bonus for 2. Get rid of both of these Poffins. Yeah, I mean, we're knocking out the Iron Hands, so it's going to be pretty difficult for our opponent to amp. We'll attach. Don't want to do anything else here. Probably not. Make it rain. Just need to discard 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Iron Hands goes down, yeah, because I mean, if our opponent takes 2 prize cards every turn, we will still be ahead, so as long as we don't miss attacks, there's nothing our opponent can do here. And I do not expect to miss attacks, that is for sure. Because what makes Gholdengo as good as it is? It does not really miss attacks. There we go. Just want to get my webcam overlay set up there. So my opponent did hit us with the Iono, and they are able to take a one-shot with the Electivire. That's what we're, I assume, going to see here. Do they retreat to the other electric, though? Oh, they need 2 extra energy? I mean, they have it, right? They have... I don't know. I'm pretty sure they have it there, but... I see. They had to retreat before they evolved, because they didn't have Air Balloon or anything to... And the time mode is for retreat, so... I mean, we at the minimum have the knockout on this active electric here, which I think I'm content with. I don't think I'm going to bother trying to overextend for a knockout on anything. I guess if I go for the Electivire, it's pretty much game. Yeah, sure, let's do it. I have enough, right? I only have 250 right now. Well, if I don't want to use Double Superior, which I don't really. But I think I'll go for the Fez. That way I can just use 1 Superior, and I still feel like that's worth it to limit my opponent's options. Maybe prevent them from drawing into something like an Iono. Obviously, I just have game in hand if I don't get Iono'd. But I don't really want to bring up the Electivire and use that Superior. Although, I mean, I probably win either way there. Okay, so my opponent played Arvin already, so we're not getting Nest Ball, or no Nest Balls coming down, which means we're just up game. The Electivire. To be honest, I didn't even know this was a card. I assume it's from the new set. Boom. But it's definitely not a great card. It's cool though to give like Miraidon as a deck an option to one-shot stuff, but honestly it's probably easier to pull off Pikachu EX deck still. Alright, Electric goes down. That's one win on the board. Let's put up a win-loss counter. I do that sometimes. I like to do that. We are 1-0. Hold me accountable for how well the ladder grind is going right now. Up to Poke League. I feel like you can probably get to at least Ultra Ball today. Gonna be live for a couple hours here, so. Yes, I do want to go first. Okay, so I'll open the monkey. Nest Ball for a Gimme Ghoul. I wish we had like a fan rotom for Gimme Ghouls. We'll just attach the fire to the monkey. I mean, if this is bold, there's a decent chance we get knocked out here anyways, right? So in which case, we'd rather just have the +1 energy in hand. If we don't get knocked out, we can always Air Balloon. We'd rather save the Air Balloon for a Gholdengo. That's kind of the thought behind attaching the fire to the monkey, but we'll see. Oh, this might be Toad Scroll. Got teal with a sparkling crystal. So I mean, maybe there's just aggro teal. Bug catching set. Okay, a cottony. So this is new, right? Yeah, I gotta look up what this Whimsicott does. Whimsicott EX from White Flare. Your opponent reveals a hand attack does 50 damage for each trainer card you find here. So I mean, that's not that bad in this matchup, actually. And we just lose, right? So, I mean, technically they don't have knockout right now, but, I mean, they're probably going to get it. So, all they need is Grass Energy. So I will just use Turo. Go to my own terms. Maybe I should be playing the ladder donk deck to just run it up to Ultra Ball. Honestly, I did that one ladder. I played the like ladder donk deck just for fun. But it's just kind of, there's not really a point. Like, it's not like there's much of an advantage to getting up to Ultra Ball tier. Like, honestly, the skill difference is not like that different. You hit mostly like relatively meta stuff at all tiers, and relatively the same amount of unmeta stuff, to an extent at least. Like, obviously, I mean, today's already making a case. I hit Electivire in the Whimsicott, so maybe I don't know that as good of an argument that we hit just as much meta stuff at the low tiers here, but it's also like the queue times are way longer when you're up there. Okay, let's attach a medal to the Gimme Goal. Let's get our Genesect out. Just get those Gholdengos and pass. So presumably playing against Gardevoir here. It could also be, I mean, it could be a couple different things, right? Like Cleffa Munkidori isn't necessarily indicative. Could be Charizard, could be Grimmsnarl, but I'm thinking it's probably Guardy. Considering that that is the BDIF. All right, not even. Okay, Psychic Energy onto the Munkidori. Gravity Mountain. I mean, I assume it's Gardevoir, but Gravity Mountain is something for sure. Oh, okay, so maybe it's not Gardevoir. Luxury Escape and Ignition Energy. Provides 3 colorless energy. I mean, maybe it's a weird Guardy Jellicent list with like Ignition Energy to fulfill the Jellicent extra energy cost easier. I don't think so, though. I have no idea what it is, but something strange. Go Gholdengo, Metallic Signal. And then I'll just Arvin. I'm just gonna do Earthen Vessel Air Balloon. I don't want to waste my Energy Search Pro to knock out Cleffa here. We're gonna Vessel away the Scissor for Lightning. And we'll go Dark Energy, Retreat, Coin bonus, Fetch the Gimme Ghoul, coin bonus, and then just make it rain, discarding 1 Lightning. Okay, next ball. Maybe we'll actually see what we're playing against here. Maybe this is probably up Spaz. Choodle. Alright, another card I gotta look up. I don't know what Dreadnought does. Maybe it's this one. Prevent all damage to this Pokemon by attaching your opponent's Pokemon. Okay, prevent all damage done to it that is 200 or greater. That is going to be pretty bad against us, because we can just choose to do 150, and it has 140 HP. So I guess with the luxurious cape, right? Like that puts up to 240, and then we can't one-shot it because of the ability. So that's kind of interesting. But they're down 2 luxurious cape already, right? Oh no, just one. They Arvin for another one. That's right. I thought I saw a second one, because I did, but it's in their hand. Okay, so I think we'll just boss that Choodle to prevent the opponent from evolving it, since it'd definitely be a bigger threat once evolved. Coin bonus. Alright, should have used this first thin, but we didn't jump to the Gholdengo anyways, so never punished. Coin bonus. And I don't really feel like I need to set the scissor up. Let's just go ahead and start getting that fourth Gholdengo set up. And then we'll just boss the Choodle. Make it rain. Yeah, because Dreadwolf, no, with Luxurious Cape could be kind of annoying. I don't expect it to be like a significant threat or anything, but it's what their deck is based around, clearly, so might as well prevent it from coming down here. So we're just going to try to solid Genesect, so we held on to the air balloons. I don't even want a boss here, because I don't want to waste my boss when I don't need it. So we're just going to go ahead and use our coin bonuses. Like, it's just not worth it to knock on the Munkidori when we're not leaving any damage on our opponent's board anyways. But rather just knock out the Cleffa for 1 energy, and then have the boss if our opponent benches like another Choodle. Let's Cypher and just put boss and eSearch Pro on top in case we get Ionode. Just make it rain. Discarding water. Another air balloon. Okay, it's nice in case something gets cracked. Especially if the opponent like whips out like a Badoo or something at this point. Although I think you probably would have seen a Badoo by now if they had it. So here comes the next Choodle. We will definitely just boss knock that next turn. I mean, they got another one here, so maybe it's not even worth bossing it. I guess it'd be annoying if they set up 2, though. Three Choodle. Alright. So I think we'll probably just not be Munkidori then. Save the bosses to get around the Dreadnought with Lux Cape. Just because I'd rather not have to 2-shot one. Choodle. Here he comes. Watch out. Well, now I'll definitely just take the knockout on this. Well, claim bonus. Boom. Use the Energy Search Pro. Coin bonus. Coin the bonus. Bonus coin. I don't think there's really much point in playing anything. Arvin just in my deck a little bit. Obviously don't want that to draw into that if I got Ionode, so. Make it rain. 1, 2, bam. Single prize card. Counter catcher's always good. Well, that's not true at all. I don't know why I said that. It's actually not good at all right now. Or this game in general. Okay, so here it is. Yeah, so prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's Pokemon if that damage is 200 or more. So it just forces us to 2-shot it. If your opponent's attack for one already has any damage counters on its attack, it's 80 more. So it doesn't even 2-shot us because 80 plus another 160 gets up to 240. However, they do have Adrenal Brain to fix that math a little bit, right? So. Although we can Adrenal Brain to make the math more difficult for them, which I certainly will go for. Oh, they don't even have attack here, so. We are in no danger at all. Our turn. Okay, let's just... I don't need to do anything. Let's just Cypher in case we get Ionode. Put just Superior Levincia on top. And then I'll just use a Night Stretcher. Get Dark Energy. That's it. Munkidori, Night Stretcher for another energy, and I'll just hit for 150. So the next turn we'll have the easy knockout for 2 prize cards. Iono won't do anything either, so. Even though it's taking Adrenal Brain, they'll still be in range here, especially because we also have Adrenal Brain, so. Crispin. It's just completely over. Session. Let me check quick if there's any like online tournaments or something. I don't know if I'd be able to finish them, but I at least play some rounds. Not until 7. Cool. Again. We are going first here, which means we have a pretty dud opening. Just attach the Fez pass, most likely, unless you top deck something. Right on start. So probably some sort of future box. Fez is actually kind of a bad start here into future. Oh, Seal Mask, interesting. If they play hands, they can like peak excel to chip this and then amp it later with the like Iron Crown boosts. But I mean, I assume it's like plays the Iron Leaves, I guess, because it's heal, right? So. But we'll see if it even plays Iron Hands, or maybe it doesn't play any. Probably plays a mix. But we'll see. Definitely quite a few options that could be in here for future box. Slew of different potential attackers. Alright, so we did not even get peak excelled here. And we got Iona and double Buddy Buddy. So we'll just go ahead and play both Buddy Buddy. And then we can Cypher to put some beautiful cards on top of the deck. We'll just do Genesect since that gets us 2 Dangos. And then E-Search Pro maybe. Should we need a way to draw into the Genesect if we... if we want to draw both cards. So let's just do Gholdengo first, and then Genesect on top. And then just pass. They shouldn't be able to knock out the Fez, at least not easily. I guess like Teal Dance attach and like an Iron Leaves attack would do it. But then we knock them right at return and leave them with no energy in play, so that's fine. We got triple Gholdengo next turn, so we're chilling. Okay, so they do have the leaves here. Yeah, it's gonna do 220. Ooh, area 0. That makes sense. The synergy between the teal, the area 0, and future definitely is a deck that could use more bench space. Makes the Iron Valiant make more sense too, because it's not really in like a traditional feature box list. Be kind of weird to play Valiant when you barely have enough bench space for all of the crowns as it is. Just evolve. Queen bonus for 2. Genesect. Metallic Signal. Gholdengo. Queen bonus. Boss, not really what we're looking for here. So we don't have a knockout on anything here. Evolve this. I think I'll just boss one of the crowns and pass. I could play. Yeah, actually, I play Levincia is fine here. I was thinking like they could benefit from it as well because they probably play energy, but I mean we haven't seen any yet. And they don't have any in discard right now, and I really don't want them to have space for a lot of Yasiak, so definitely think playing Levincia is worth it here. And we'll just pass. Should have bossed the crown, and then they would have or the Valiant, sorry, and they would have had to discard one of the crowns. That would be a little bit better, because the crown's definitely better than the Valiant in my opinion. But obviously we don't know everything about their deck yet. Okay, with Secret Box, so they should be able to get whatever they need here. Obviously a feature booster capsule, maybe another area 0. Probably like an S-Ball for another attacker maybe. Well, right now they're doing 220. I mean, they're not going to be able to knock out the Gholdengo, I don't think, with the resistance. Switch feature booster, research, area 0. The switch is interesting because I feel like they don't need it. Oh, I guess they're okay. They can put the feature booster on here. I mean, they're still not doing enough, right? 20, 40, 60, 80. Now they're doing 2. So, like, they're doing 260 right now, but that's before resistance. Because we are grass res. But they might have not known that. Genesect is grass res too, but they would be able to knock out Genesect if they could bring it up. Probably should have grabbed Boss. But yeah, I think they probably thought they had knock. Teal Dance coming out here. Okay, so Prism Edge for 230. Totally fine with us. I do want to knock out the Fez, though, I think. Since they have the knockout on this with Miraidon anyways. Do I have another Gholdengo in deck to grab? I don't think so, no. Alright, let's Air Balloon. Let's poke here and see if we hit... actually, I'll coin bonus for 1 first, if it'll let me. Oh, there we go. Bonus for 1. And then we'll poke a gear. Okay, no Cypher, which is what I was looking for. But Iono's honestly decent here too. Fail the S-Ball. Counter Catcher up the Fez. And then I'll just Iono. Because like our hand's not that great. So I could use just completely fresh hand. Let's retreat and coin bonus for 2. Beautiful. Last card. Research Pro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's just discard this. Done. Discard this. Metal. So hopefully the Iono plus knockout on Fez prevents them from getting a knockout here. That would be ideal. Because then we can take the lead. But won't be too difficult for them to find boss here. Even if they find boss knocking the Gholdengo, though, it's going to be hard for them to knock out the next Gholdengo. We can also go into Scizor and take knockouts with that. Honestly, I probably should have just promoted Scizor this turn, or retreated into Scizor to get the easy knockout. Kind of just forgot I had the option. But Scizor is definitely farming anything that comes up at this point. So there's no Iron Hands. Okay, so they do have the boss. They can knock out the Gholdengo. Then we're gonna counter catcher the leaves and knock it out with Scizor. Because leaves can still take a one shot on like Genesect, right? So I'd rather get it out of here. It's technically possible to knock out a Gholdengo in one turn, but I like technically, but probably not. But they probably don't play the cards to do so because they would need like Valiant, a 4th crown, and then like they need to get the Valiant, pull off the Valiant ping. The Valiant's already down, right? And they already have an extra turn and super odd, so they would need another Pokemon recovery card, which is not very likely at all. I mean, I can just Arvin for the Air Balloon, so I'll just swing at the Gholdengo. Coin bonus for 2. Earthen Vessel away the Genesect for the metal. Toss that on to the Scizor. Arvin. Superior. Air Balloon. Air Balloon. Burn that. Counter Catcher. Iron Leaves. Retreat. Punishing Scissors for 310. Then I got our 2 prize cards. We have 2 boss left still. Yeah, so should be pretty easy first win here. Especially because they, I mean, as long as they don't get a knockout here, which I don't think they can, but well, I mean, it's far from impossible, right? Like, all they need is Iron Leaf Swiss Boss. So, they don't actually need that much, but I don't think they're going to hit it. Whew. I don't think they've got it like that. Teal Dance comes down. They're already down 2 boss. They don't play Prime Catcher. Can't counter Catcher. Okay, there's the Techno Radar, so they just need a boss. Assuming that there's a Leaves here yet. Actually, they're only getting 210 with Leaves right now, so they would need another Future Booster Capsule or another Iron Crown. I mean, they're playing this pretty confidently. But I mean, this is what they'd be going for this turn, no matter what, probably. Attaches energy for turn. Future Booster Capsule. Restart. Maybe they don't have it yet. And they're waiting on restart. Okay, Kieran to boost their damage by 30. So we're not getting knocked out here. So we actually could have gotten knocked out in one shot, our Gholdengo, earlier. But I think they had already played Arvin at that point, but their deck is able to do so, at least. But no, just knock it on Scizor. And we'll just Superior. Make it rain. Seven energy. Not got the Iron Leaves. Going first, which I don't mind at all. Although this hand is not very good. Beautiful. Poff and top deck. Grab double Gholdengo, attach the active, and pass. Actually, if we're playing against... I guess they could like Gen and hit a turn one attack here. If they couldn't turn one attack, I'd be like, just retreat now. That way I can potentially get 2 coin bonus in the actives off with the Air Balloon. But if they do get an attacker set up here, I would obviously much rather they just knock out the Munkidori than one of the Gholdengo's. So Nest Ball, Air Balloon. Man, people are clowning on the Mega Dragonite reveal. I think it's super cool. Let's put him in the corner. Look at that guy. It's pretty cool, right? I just like Mega Pokemon, honestly. It's just cool to get new Megas. Have old Pokemon be expanded upon. By the way, turn 1, Imp very much with a Genesect to stop our Energy Surge Pro is pretty insane here. I don't know if we're gonna be able to come back from that. Genesect is wild here. Like, we're Fire Me, obviously, if the Genesect doesn't come down with an Air Balloon. Turn 1. Okay, it was just an arm press at least, not a amp, but still. Nest Ball, Air Balloon. Nest Ball. We're certainly not getting the knockout here, but we can go. Nest Ball for Genesect. Metallic Signal. Double Gholdengo. Evolve. Air Balloon. Treat. Quick bonus for 2 more. And then at least we don't have any very much targets here. Okay, so my opponent does have an Irvin. Probably like Nest Ball for Mew. See what the outdraws are, or goes for here. Uses generator, fails the generator, so we're in pretty good shape here. What else did they grab a tool off the Arvin? No. So Arvin for generator, fail it. Okay, now we're actually in a pretty good spot. I mean, it's still not gonna be easy for us to take a knockout this turn though, right? But we can go Metallic Signal, take the Gholdengo, and coin bonus with the active. But like, our opponent has no cards, so let's just Arvin for Vessel, Air Balloon, and then we'll Air Balloon the active, Treat, coin bonus for 2, Superior Night Stretcher. We have access to 5 energy here, which isn't enough because we have to attach one. But if we hit for 200 here, we could like go for a knockout with a Genebrain on a future turn. So that might still be worth it. Our Dark Energy is prized though. Well, let's do it. Let's hit for 200. I mean, worst case scenario, we can just take the 2-shot by hitting for 50 next turn. But this at least opens up the option to like boss around this take a knockout on something else, and then drain a brain for the knockout later. Okay, so they're starting to get another hand set up. Hit for 160. I think we will just take the knockout on the active to try to prevent an attack altogether. Just coin bonus for 2. Because I don't really want them to be able to amp for 3 prizes. And then Arvin, Poffin, 2 more Gimme Ghouls, coin bonus for 1, Superior, Inner Search Pro, and Pokegear. And we'll just make it rain away the metal, or the lightning, sorry. Boom, knock. Easy 2 prize cards. Alright, so my opponent still got 0 cards in hand. No attackers set up. They're in top deck mode. But any turn they could just top deck like Fez or something, right? So we're not out of the clear by any means. We're just like research. If they, with no knockout this time though, we are pretty much in the clear. Because I can just boss up the Iron Hands. We'll just evolve, and then I'll boss the hands now, just to see if maybe they'll just concede before I even have to do anything else. Coin bonus. Coin bonus. Let's use the nest ball. Just get the Fez down. Coin bonus. I'm just gonna use the Levincia, so I don't have to use Superior. And now we should just win. Now that we have the prize lead substantially. Nest Ball, another Zekrom. I mean, they're not doing anything at this point. Even though they drew into a research. We have Double Superior and Boss. That's just always going to be game. Air Balloon, Metal, everything that could bail us out of any potential play for our opponent. At least now that they've played a supporter and can't Diana us. Superior. boss. One, two, three, four, five. Super easy. We can get my Dragonite off the screen now. I just want to show him off. I like him. I would defend him a little bit from the hate, you know? I got his back. Grub the Builder. Right, so we are first again, which I am happy with. Open up Gimme Ghoul. So Guardy Jellicent. Presumably, I just saw Jellicent. Looks like Guardy, but I suppose it could be something else. Theory. Could be like the Jellicent Zorwark deck that I saw on Twitter the other day. That apparently, like Bradner was playing on live. Mulligan. Alright, so this hand's pretty good. Going first, we can Nest Ball, get another Gimme Ghoul, and then get a Genesect, and just use Metallic Signal. And then test the metal of the active, and I don't want to put the air balloon on this now. I'll wait it one turn for the Jellicent. Because Jellicent prevents it from coming down, so they can like counter catch your Genesect and then evolve the Jellicent and stop us from having any way to move it from the active. Well, we still have Turo, but Turo's not exactly easy to find. Alright. Turo off the top, full Metallic Signal. Another Dango. Queen bonus. I don't really want a boss anyways. I'm pretty content to knock out this. Let's Arvin for just like E-Search Pro Air Balloon. Put the Air Balloon on the Genesect just in case. And then just make it rain. Just in case we get like Iono now, the Air Balloon's gone, and then Jellicent gets set up in a couple turns and we don't have Air Balloon anymore. Just text the Air Balloon now. Because that is a pretty scary play that they can make. Okay, so just evolving Corellia gives the turn back to us. Now we can go ahead and boss up the... I might just boss up the Fez and take 2 prize cards. Or just take the single prize here. So that I still have more ways to get around Jellicent. Let's get the more Gholdengos in hand. Poffin. Yeah, let's just boss the Curlius to save my superiors. Okay, just concession anyways. No chance that concession was correct there. Like, way too close to call still, for sure, as Gardevoir. If you can't crawl back from those situations, Gardevoir's on the deck for you. Like, they still had a Ralt, and they had Fez. Maybe they had, like, all their candies prized or something. Or they had, like, already discarded one, and the other one was prized. Something like that. Even then, though. I don't know. Just saying, you gotta have some resilience from bad openings to see success with Guardy. Something to keep in mind if you are a Guardy player yourself. Because you will have to play back from, like, huge deficits pretty often as Guardy. Just part of the deck. Gimme the Ghoul. Gimme Ghoul. Pass. This matchup's like very favored for us, but we have to get the first 2 prize cards ideally. So as long as Mewtwo stays active though, then we should be just winning. Okay, so no donk. But like I said, as long as Mewtwo doesn't move from the active spot, we should never lose. Ooh, it does. It does. They found the switch. I wonder how many they play of that. Weird Vessel here, and they've already attached return, I feel like, but I guess they do like getting energy in the discard pile in general for his Spite Ops ability. I don't really want to leave a 2-prizer in the active spot myself if I can't take a knockout, so I think I'll just evolve the bench to force my opponent to have the supporter. Because if they get the first 2 prize knockout, then I'm super unfavored. So let's just Arven for the Energy Search Pro and the Air Balloon for next turn. Well, actually, with the Air Balloon, I can go coin bonus, active. If I knock out here, I'm probably in a pretty good spot, right? Because I don't know how they're getting enough energy on their bench Pokemon. Yeah, screw it. Let's just E-Search Pro and take the knockout. Because they need to discard energy from their bench Pokemon using Mewtwo's attack, which I don't think is happening. Discard the Lightning first, as always, for Levincia synergy. So 3 more Pokemon for the bench, but no way to get energy on them, presumably. Yeah, so that's just like game, honestly. I don't know, they come back from... Oh, good thing I already have enough energy in hand, because I did not mean to click Mega Ray in there. I meant to click Coin Bonus. That would have been pretty bad if I didn't already have 6 energy in hand. Oh yeah, I still would have rathered do some other stuff that turn. But when you misclick, sometimes you just gotta be glad I didn't lose you the game. Double Spite Ops comes out. The artist is sick on that. All the Team Rocket Salt arts are super sick. Honestly, the Team Rocket Space arts are pretty sick too. So it's doing 90 right now because of resistance. Transceiver to draw up to 8. That's pretty insane. Okay, they already used Archer. Alright, so Superior. We'll get us the energy we need to get a knockout here. Extend out the Scizor. Oh, maybe got the other Gholdengo surprises, so we can involve in that too. Let's Poffin for a Scyther. Coin bonus. 1. Coin bonus for 1. Vessel, OA, and Arven for the metal. And then play another Arven. Poffin, Air Balloon. I just wanted more discard fodder for Superior. Retreat. Coin bonus for 2. Metal. Superior. And then make it rain. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Alright, so I mean, yeah, the only way they can one-shot a Gholdengo is Mewtwo. Which, if they attack with Mewtwo, then we just win, so we pretty much just win no matter what. Another Archer, so we get 3 cards here. Yeah, there's like no lose con. I guess like many turns, like multiple turns in a row of not finding knockout. But I don't know if that's even possible with how much draw we have. Let's be active. Let's go to Metallic Signal. We can just take knockout with Scizor here. Gholdengo looking to be the deck to beat for Worlds. I still think Guardy. I just think Gardevoir Jellicent is probably still favored in Gholdengo, even with all the buffs it gets. The item lock. I think people just like haven't figured out how to properly play Gardevoir Jellicent yet, honestly. Because I think the deck doesn't really have any bad matchups from my experience so far. Like, Jellicent's like such a shore up in this matchup. It makes things so much better. We just got game. Jellicent with double Devo TM goes crazy. Doesn't help that Dango's playing 4 boss and bundle. Yeah, I mean, that definitely helps, but you can also just set up 2 Jellicent, right? For the bundle, at least. And it's like, you boss the Gardevoir, but then you're like not dealing with the Jellicent, so then you just bring the Jellicent back up, and then like not evolve into another Gardevoir, because they don't actually need a Gardevoir in play past the first one. I definitely think it's a close matchup, but I think that like, the fact that Gardevoir doesn't even lose to Gholdengo, and then like, I just don't think Gardevoir has any like, actually bad matchups, so it's like, sure, Dango and Grimmsnarl are like the only decks that can keep up with it. I think those are like, if you're not going to play Gardevoir, you have to play one of those two to have like a decent run into Guardy. But like, I don't know if that's worth it over just playing Guardy, because obviously playing Guardy already gives you a 50-50 into Guardy, and then pretty much positive matchups into most of the rest of the field. So, but I'd be wrong. I know that Gholdengo's been the most popular deck online since the new set dropped, but I don't know if that combines. That doesn't combine the... yeah, that's still true with the Guardian variants combined together. I think it's like Gholdengo and then Guardy Jellicent and Straight Guardy combined would make up like the second most popular deck, and then Grimmsnarl, Raging Bolt, Boltzard. We'll see. I could be overselling Gardevoir Jellicent. I know people hasn't been doing super well online, but I do think that's like mostly gotta be like mostly easier. Gholdengo is obviously like pretty easy to play comparatively. Even like Straight Guardy I think is a lot easier to play than Guardy Jellicent. How can Gholdengo deal with Ethan, Typhlosion, and Crustle, or do you just pray to dodge them? I mean, you can attack with the Scizor, right? If you play that, or like the regular Gholdengo, you can include that as well and searchable with Genesect. But I think the match is probably still not ideal. I don't know. With the regular Gholdengo, it might be okay. Is that one-shot Crustle? How much HP does Crustle have again? I think it's 120, right? Oh, it's 150. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I think even the baby Gholdengo and Scizor probably aren't enough to deal with Crustle. I think it's probably just about like one of your worst matchups. You kind of just have to hope that it's not like as popular, you know what I mean? Like, I think that there's obviously not a lot of people playing like the Crustle Iron Thorns deck, and then like it also has a bad Gardevoir matchup, so if you kind of just like hope that the Gardevoirs take out any Iron Thorns Crustle that are in the field. It's Poffin, gimme. And then all Air Balloon, Vessel away Arvin for Metal, Retreat, and Minor Errand Running for Lightning. Oh, having a little bit of technical difficulties, it would seem. Okay, technical difficulties, I think we should be through. At least it was the first we've had today. We had a lot more disconnects yesterday. Okay, so opponent does have the monkey fully set up here. So I guess we're going to see a Mind Bend for 60 on my Gimme Ghoul. No other energy to show for it. We can, and we're gonna get 2 Gholdengos at next turn. Okay, this probably grabs another Curlia. I guess first Curlia because they recognize the Guardy. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna see the Mind Bend. 60 on the Yumi Gold does set up for Gardevoir to finish off once it evolves, but it would still need like another Adrenal Brain as well. There's a Metallic Signal first within the deck. And we'll pop in Scyther Gimmighoul, evolve the active, Nest Ball out the Monkey. Okay, Monkey's prize, let's go for Fez. Okay, we got nothing here. It's gonna be a nothing turn. Unless we draw Vessel or Energy Search Pro here, or a Sporter. Well, Arven specifically. No, though. So, yeah, let's just pass. That's not worth. Make it rain for 50. That'll just give them Adrenal Rain damage. Saving grace here is that they don't have any Psychic Energy in discard yet. There's one. Probably should have benched that second Munkidori. I don't know why you wouldn't. After this game, I definitely have to turn the washer. Okay, so the Secret Box comes down. I do have Foresight in discard now, so they should be able to get the knockout here. Which is unfortunate, but honestly, it doesn't put us in that bad of a spot. Although we don't play like Jamming Tower anymore from the Drifloon, so that is a little bit annoying. Certainly. Yeah, we're not like the worst spot ever, but we're not in a good spot, that's for sure. Oh, somebody might have been though. Okay, so we're fine then. I don't know how they didn't. What did they take out the Secret Box? Because this played Secret Box, then it didn't do anything. Okay, maybe they didn't have like a Vessel, because Vessel would have been enough for the knockout. Pretty sure. Coin bonus for 2. There's a boss. Metallic Signal for the other Gholdengos. Coin bonus for 1. Gholdengo again. I think I should retreat because I don't want to flip for the attack anyways. I don't have a metal to attack the Scizor yet, and I'd rather draw the additional card with coin bonus to try to hit something. No luck though. Yeah, I mean, I think we just pass. Not really anything else we can do with this hand. Okay, Fez and Dark Energy go down. So they do have a Dark Energy. I wonder if they top deck that. They top, like, I don't know. I can't imagine that. Dark Energy was a top deck, and also they practically discard here because you want Dark Energy. Okay, we're just gonna Mind Bend again. That's fine. We have another Air Balloon left. We gotta try to find it here. Cypher. Let's do Metal Energy. Air Balloon. And then coin bonus. I was supposed to put the Air Balloon on top. so that I could air balloon the active, retreat the Gholdengo, and then coin bonus for 2. But that's okay. Well, air balloon the active, retreat, so I don't have to flip through confusion, metal, and make it rain for the knockout. So now we're in a pretty decent spot. We have a fully healed Gholdengo active. My opponent's down 2 Munkidori and Fez. So it's going to be difficult for them to set up another one here. They do have knockout with Drifloon. So they will get ahead in the prize race here, technically. But we can maybe just try to throw it off with Scizor. Honestly, I might just counter catch her around the Drifloon, because it's going to have 100 on it, probably, since they don't have Munkidori. Oh, okay. We're just going to see a Roaring Scream. Are they going to Roaring Scream one of the bench Gholdengos for the knock? Probably. Unless they want to play around Fez by just not taking a knockout at all. Maybe they're setting up for like a Devo play? No. If they're doing the full 160, then they're going for a knock. Yeah, so Gholdengo goes down, that's fine. Let's just flip the script. Coin bonus for 1. Attach, retreat. Coin bonus for 2. And then let's just go for a knockout on a Guardy. And then burn the nest balls so they don't get Ionoed into the deck. And then let's Cypher to play around Iono. Just put Turo and Levincia on top. I will do Turo Superior. I should have been Pokey or Turo Superior, I think. Because then like that's always hitting Turo anyways, so I get Ionoed. But then like it gives me more options. Okay. Do I want a Night Stretcher? No, I want to leave the bench spot open in case I don't get knocked out and get the monkey off the prizes. Make it rain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could potentially just win next turn after the Munkidori off the prizes here. Not if they knock out the active Gholdengo though, because then I'll need to attach to a Gholdengo to attack next turn. I haven't used Iono yet either. Another argument to put the Pokegear on top instead of the Turo. Iono could be good, very good here. Honestly, my throat's getting sore so fast from streaming. Got sore yesterday too. I might be a little sick though, or I mean, I have like chronic allergies too. I'm allergic to my cat, so that could just be the primary factor here. Okay. Counter Enter comes out, brings the Fez up. So we're probably just going for another Scream Tail attack, presumably. Yeah, so they're going for 240. There's no reason there though to put that much damage on the Scream Tail, right? They could have just done 200 to the Gholdengo with 60 on it and then played around Munkidori that way. Munkidori is prized though still, so cat's getting into trouble. I mean, unless they knock out the feds, but I don't see why they would do that. Yeah, so next to Gholdengo. Give it the air balloon left, right? No, actually. So I have to attack with Gholdengo here, which I don't think I can, right? Okay, right, I have Turo. So flip the script. Trying to see what the best line is here. I think I have to knock out the Scream Tail here always. Turo, and I have to do a Scizor. Bring this up. Yeah, but I've had Monkey here, like, it'd be chilling. Coin bonus. And then I'll play the Levincia, just to give me some extra resilience against an Iono. I think I'll Knife Stretcher for another Gimme Ghoul, just to potentially have more draw next turn, and then do this for the Gholdengo now. That way it's searchable off of Metallic Signal if we get Iono'd. Yeah, I always have to knock out the Scream Tail here, otherwise it just knocks out the Genesect. And then I have to dodge. I mean, I can't get bossed. And the Scream Tail needs another Bravery Charm to knock an out. Nest Ball. So I think I'm pretty safe here, honestly. My opponent can't counter catcher. They probably don't play boss. If they play a boss, I mean, they're down 2 counter catcher already, so I assume that there's no boss, but there could be 2 counter catcher and a boss. Usually if they play boss, it takes up one of the counter catcher spots. So we're gonna see retreat to Drifloon and just knock it on Scizor most likely. Got Iono to 2, so this isn't necessarily going to be easy. We get to start with the Metallic Signal, which is great. Adrenabrain probably going to Gholdengo. I guess just on the Genesect is fine. Okay, Balloon Blast. Bring up the Dango. Metallic Signal. Counter Catcher is an out here. I think we have it with Counter Catcher Superior, right? Yeah. Cypher. Cypher. Counter Catcher Superior. Coin bonus. Counter Catcher. UEX. Superior for 4 energy. Let's go. Okay. I'm gonna go to the washroom and try to tinker with my internet quick, and then I will be back. Alright, I am back. Let's get right back to it. I mean, only lost one game so far. The deck's definitely consistent. And Scizor is definitely a nice buff. It's a nice option to have. It's a lot. I think like the biggest thing about the Scizor is that like it's much easier to use now that we have Genesect. That was one of the problems with Scizor in the past, that like wasn't super consistent to pull off. Genesect definitely makes it way easier. Live is still going. Gives me a little bit of faith. Turn. Obviously, Flareon is one of Gholdengo's worst matchups, so it's not ideal. But if you are experiencing lag on YouTube or Twitch, I'd be buying the other. That's twitch.tv/CyrusNWO for YouTube viewers, and I will just pop the YouTube link in the chat for Twitch viewers. We got the turn 1 Flareon, no attack though. So this actually puts us in a pretty good spot. If our opponent doesn't take the knockout here, then we'll get the first surprise knockout. And that's a significant advantage. Like, this is huge, actually. I think almost just win now. If you want to move over to the Twitch stream, YouTube. Otherwise, thank you so much for tuning in.